going on to all of my Pisces out there? So let's just jump right into it. Let's go. So for the Pisces, I have the Ace of Wands. Excuse me. Want to get this right. Knight of Swords. Excuse me. Three of Pentacles. Four of Cups. The Seven of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The King of Wands. The Empress, and the Four of Pentacles. All right, so what I'm seeing here for the Pisces, right, is I'm seeing a lot of people want to come talk to you. That's what it is that I'm seeing. The Knight of Swords, okay, I am using the Dragon Tarot. Love this deck, love everything about it. This represents people that want to say what's up, that want to say what's going on with you, that want to know how you doing, right? A lot of people coming in trying to find out if you're okay in that sense, if you're single, what's up with you, right? Asking a lot of questions because a lot of people want to get to know you. So then the thing is that the Three of new people, I'll say that. The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands represents, people really do want to get to know you. People do want to get to know you. It's my family, the dog, but people really do want to get to know you. And what's happening here is that people are trying to they want to hang out. They essentially want to hang out. They want to know what's going on. They want to know your relationship status. They're asking questions, right? They want to even take you out. They want to hang out with you. And that's always a good thing, right? In that sense, because it's good. See, the way that relationships are formed is that two people have to chase after each other, right? It's lame if one person is constantly doing the chasing, because as I said before in a couple of my other videos, whenever it is that you have one person chasing and one person running away, this is why a lot of people end up getting cheated on. It's because someone has an inflated sense of self-worth and it's not real, and the other person may be tired of chasing after the person who has an inflated sense of self-worth, right? And there's been studies that's already been done and stuff like this, that nobody wants to perpetually chase. The only types of people that essentially wants to perpetually chase are the people who have no real strong foundational sense of self-worth. And like I said before, there's been many social studies that has been done on this type of stuff, right? And the Four of Cups represents, and finally, a lot of you Pisces are starting to actually understand your value. Yeah, Pisces definitely has a sense of value. I mean, listen, all of the zodiac signs have value to them, right? Pisces contribution to the zodiac and contributions to people's lives is by no means small at all, right? Even people who, may not necessarily like, from what I've heard, I'm not saying me, but I'm saying even, other people that I've seen on YouTube, I'm not going to say who they are, but even people who talk about the zodiac signs and stuff like this, right? They may even say that Pisces is probably the most mature one out of all of the 12. And they may not necessarily see eye to eye with Pisces all the time, but they can get over their differences enough to say that. So why I'm saying that in the first place is because Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Scorpio, they get disrespected a lot, right? Capricorn, they get disrespected a lot. And this Four of Cups represents a lot of you Pisces are finally starting to get the respect and the recognition that a lot of y'all really deserve. People need to understand that, they're not just going to come to you any old way, and you should be okay with that, right? No matter what they are. A lot of people going to have to learn to shape up or ship out. And that's the truth. And the thing is that the Seven of Swords, right? The Seven of Swords represents, again, your newfound level of self-respect. marking that boundary, right? 7 is the number of love. 13 is the number, 13 is the 7th number on the Fibonacci sequence. So 7 and 13 are directly connected at the hip, right? This is some occult stuff that I'm talking about right now, but it still has to deal with the tarot. But 7 represents love. This is why the Moors have the circle 7 Quran, love. This is why the first tenet in the Moorish principles is love. Now, I'm not going to get that deep into it. I'm not trying to preach any of that stuff. I'm just trying to put y'all on to game as to what's really going on and kind of the kind of role that you Pisces are playing, right? I'm just trying to make it make sense for y'all, right? Interpret it for y'all. And then you have the number 13, and the number 13 represents destruction. So as you can see, since you have the 7 of swords, this represents this boundary or this demarcation line where you're like, look, people got to come to you. People going to have to come correctly to you. If people are not coming correctly, a lot of you Pisces are going to be like, look, I'm not messing with it if you don't approach me correctly. What's the point for you to for you to do what? And this is what you're thinking about the dating scene. The 9 of Wands represents how, but see, this is, I want to say this because this is very important. This is where a lot of the Pisces, the 9 of Wands here, this is where a lot of you Pisces are going to start to see a lot of people who have that pompous or arrogant, right, mentality and the way that they interact with people. Based upon this mentality, this newfound level of self-respect that a lot of you Pisces have, you're going to start to see a lot of people not being able to really keep up with the BS that they try to make it seem like they could. So at first, they out here trying to show or trying to prove to you Pisces that you Pisces are nothing. You're garbage. You're this, you're that. But then when you Pisces say, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I don't care. I'm going to continue to make myself better and well-rounded because Pisces is a mutable zodiac sign, right? Adaptability. But I'm just not going to accept any old thing that people give to me. One of my friends said, or I I consider this person a friend. I don't know if this friend watches the channel, but the friend is on YouTube, but I consider this person a friend. One of my friends, one of the coldest things that my friend told me was, you know, when it comes to dating, but just life in general, it's not necessarily about what it is that you say yes to. It's actually more about what it is that you say no to that counts, right? Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. And I just sat there for like 10 minutes really thinking about, I said this 10 15 minutes really thinking about how seriously impactful that one statement that was. You understand? And it's the same situation for you. It's not about what it is that you say yes to that counts more. It's really more what counts is what it is that you say no to. Because you Pisces shouldn't be allowing people to try to convince you that, yeah, you should just get anything. Yeah, you know, you should just get anything. Anything that's given to you, yeah, you should just accept it. You know, you should, that's just how it is. That's just the way that things are. You should really just accept it because that's what's going on. And what you're seeing with this 9 of Wands is you're seeing a lot of people stressing, a lot of people, because let me show you the 9 of Wands on the other, the Rider-Waite deck. Because I want you to see how, I want you to see the stress on these people's faces with the 9 of Wands as I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. The 9 of Wands. Look at how stressed and beaten up this person is. And that's the way that they're going to be. Let me bring it in closer for y'all. That's the way that they're going to be. Why? Because you have standards that you're setting and people can't take it or live up to it as much as they act like they can with all this arrogance to them. The Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups, right, represent how, but you're also going to start to see how those with those type of standards, people are going to immediately try to go off and talk to somebody else because, again, they can't live up to it. And they're going to go off and do their own thing. The Knight of Cups, you're going to go off and do your own thing. It's not like them leaving you is going to be a bad thing. You Pisces are going to be like, okay, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, all it is that you was asking for was da-da-da-da-da-da, and they couldn't even do that. And they're immediately telling you and or showing you, or a combination of the two, that they can't live up to something small. Because a lot of the times what Pisces wants is a person with decency, and people can't even do that. People can't even do decency. People want you to be okay with not just the minimum in looks. People want you to do okay with the minimal in or the minimum in agency, responsibility. And a lot of you Pisces are not having it. Because the thing is that the the King of Wands, some of these cards look alike in this tarot deck, so you're gonna have to excuse me. The King of Wands represent how so as a result of this, a lot of you are like, you're just looking at it like you're clearing the way to get to that person that is built for you, or those people in general that's built for you that you're actually compatible with. The Empress represents how, and some of you Pisces, I will say this though, to add a happy ending to this, some of you Pisces are going to meet that person that you seem to be compatible with, and they're going to get a second time to hang out with you, and you're going to get a chance to see if you really like them. Some of you Pisces won't get this person this month, but you are getting closer, because a lot of you Pisces are now set boundaries for yourselves that you're not necessarily deviating from or moving away from. And at the very least, you're clearing the table from the BS. And for some of you Pisces that are going to find somebody right round now, good for you. The Four of Pentacles, things seem to be adding up. All right, so let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Seriously though, let's clarify the Nine of Wands for you Pisces. So for you Pisces, you have the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. So the Nine of Cups represents how, the Ten of Cups represent how, again, this is the type of delusion that people want you to be in, right? They're coming in on the sneaky link type of way, where what is a sneaky link? A sneaky link is a friends with benefits. They're coming in with a friends with benefits type of way. That's what they want. And you Pisces are like, nah, you looking for a relationship. But they're like, nah, come on, don't be like that. And you Pisces, you Pisces are like, nah, don't tell me what I want and what I don't want or whatever. Some of them will approach you like that. Some of them won't take no for an answer. They're going to be persistent, and they're not going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So some of you Pisces are going to have to let them know directly you're looking for a relationship. And if they can't deal with that, then it's time for them to bounce. This is what you want. Let's clarify the Empress, which represents this person here. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the World. So the Nine of Pentacles represents they're going to be patient, because they're not trying to scare you off. They're not going to be trying to look at you and stare at you, because the Nine of Pentacles can really be a card where, yeah, they're paying attention to you, but they don't want to scare you off by staring the whole time. So what happens here is that they're going to approach you, but they're going to approach you nice and easy. Or, you know what I'm saying? Um, now the Five of Cups represents how this, or some of you Pisces can approach them because you see them looking. But the Five of Cups represents how they've been wanting for you to talk to them, so or they wanted to come over and talk to you, so that's what they did. And the World card represent it'll be up to you after that point for some of you Pisces who get with these people. For some of you other Pisces who essentially haven't found anybody yet, again, stay patient. You're getting closer because at the very least, like I said before, you're not putting up with the dysfunction anymore. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. I would like to get to 2,000 subs by the end of this year. Currently, I'm at 1,925 subscribers. Would really appreciate it if y'all hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are actually on my website. Um, Kareemspiritworks.wixsite.com. The link to that is in the description box as well as the pinned comment below in the comment section. Please make sure to check out my book at Amazon.com. The link to that is also in the description as well as the pinned comment below. If you'd like to contact my email address directly, it's Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Peace.